For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel, and in today's video we have another episode of the Mutt Weekly Roundup for you guys. This is essentially a series I post every single Monday where I go over everything that happened in the past week of Ultimate Team, as well as give my opinion on all of those topics. So we're going to start it off in this video by talking about the new Ultimate Legends and the new golden tickets that dropped, and then we're going to move on to a little bit of news regarding positional heroes as well as Madden 21. So I hope you guys do enjoy this series. I really do enjoy making it. I feel like Colin Coward, but just a little bit younger and with better takes, of course. And if you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am, be sure to continue supporting these videos by dropping a like and dropping a comment. That's the best way to show support on something like this, and I really do appreciate it. So without further ado, let's hop into this, and let's start it off by going over these Ultimate Legends and telling you whether I think it's worth it, as well as looking at the back of these cards. So we'll start it off by going over the LTD for the Ultimate Legends, who I'm not really a big fan of at all, and that is going to be 99 overall Dwight Freeney. Now, taking a look at the back of this card, the first thing I see is 89 block shed, and in Madden 20, if you guys know how the game works, running the ball is absolutely huge. So when I get an end, I need someone that's going to have like 96, 97 block shed. That way I can get it up to 99 easily, especially if I'm getting a 99 overall player. So seeing that stat right off the bat is just going to make this card totally not worth it in my opinion, and I would not recommend you guys end up getting this Dwight Freeney. If you sell it, if you get him or pull him or something like that, definitely sell him on the auction block. He's going to be worth the coins, but the back of the card is not worth it at all. So moving on to the next player, we have Rob Gronkowski, who is one of the set cards for this week, and as we take a look at the stats, I actually don't mind this card a lot. Everything other than the speed is basically the best you can get at a tight end. 96 catch, 97 catch in traffic, and 97 spec catch is absolutely amazing. The catching stats are there, his height is there as well as his like size, his weight. It's absolutely perfect for a tight end. He's going to catch a ton of passes that he just shouldn't be catching. Gronk is actually really glitchy in the passing game. The route running's also there. 91 short route running, 89 medium is very good for a tight end, and that's top notch when it comes to route running as a tight end, as well as 83 run block. That's one of the best you can get at a tight end as well. The only thing I don't like about this card is going to be the speed. If EA juiced up the speed like 2 or 3 points, I would say this card is a must-have at tight end and the best in the game by a mile, but because the speed is so low, there's other players that are going to be faster like Darren Waller and Evan Ingram, and that makes it a little bit of a toss-up. Do you want to go with someone like Waller or Ingram, who's much cheaper and has a little bit more speed, or do you go with someone like Gronk, who's going to be bigger and has basically better stats across the board other than the speed? That makes it a pretty tough call in my opinion. I would say probably pass on the Gronk, but if you are a big fan of him and you have the coins, this card should play really great for you. The only thing, again, I don't love is going to be the speed on this card, and of course he is going to be pretty expensive as well. After the market crash, a lot of stuff is super cheap. You can get like Darren Waller at a price of like 50,000 coins, or you could spend 350 on Gronk. That's what makes it a pretty tough decision for me. Now moving on to the final set piece card that got dropped this week, it is going to be 99 overall Ronnie Law. Now very similar to the Gronk, I absolutely love every stat other than the speed. 97 zone, 99 hit power, 95 play rec. That's top tier for a free safety. You're not going to get much better than that. I mean, there's other cards that are going to get stats very similar to that at the free safety spot. That's going to include Sean Taylor, and that's going to include Calvin Johnson. But other than those two cards, there's not really that many other good free safeties in the game. So this Ronnie Law is really good. When it comes to the speed, that's where I'm not a huge fan of it. 94 speed is just a little bit low. If they could give him 96 speed, you'd get that up to 99 super easily. But at 94 speed, you can't get that up to 99 unless you're running, I think, a Niners theme team. Then you'd be able to, but most people obviously aren't running a Niners theme team. So as you can see, it's going to be tough to get him up to 99 speed. And in my opinion, that's why I don't think this card's worth it. The Sean Taylor's going to give you very comparable stats. Neither of them get up to 99 speed. And then this card's just going to be 450,000 coins, whereas the Sean T is going to be a fraction of that price. So if this card does go down to maybe like 200k, I could see him being worth it, but for the time being, I'm not a huge fan of the player. Again, similar to the Gronk, if these players drop a little bit in price, I think they're going to be really good options, but right now at these price points, they're not worth it, and that's just because, again, these cards did just get released this week, so you can't expect them to be super cheap, but as time goes on, they will end up going down in price. So for the first golden ticket, we have Cam Newton's 99 overall card, who's actually only sitting at under 500,000 coins, which is insane for a golden ticket. These players are super affordable right now. Now is the perfect time to be buying. If you guys don't have enough coins to get these cards, I would honestly consider going to Red Zone Coins and picking up some coins. There's no better time than now to get these players and get the coins because they're really, really cheap. So as we take a look at the back of this card, he's basically perfect across the board. The speed is a little bit low. The throw power is a little bit low as well. You'd like to see that closer to 99, but again, everything else is basically perfect. The throw accuracies are all amazing. This card is going to be really, really good for you. He should be able to get Hot Route Master and Escape Artist, which is absolutely perfect. So golden ticket Cam is a really good option. He's going to get the abilities that you need, and if you want to get a golden ticket QB, you could end up going for the cheapest golden ticket QB and then pick like Bo Jackson or Taylor Mays with your free card. It's totally up to you for how you guys want to do it, but golden ticket Cam is an interesting card. He's not going to be the best quarterback by any means, but he's going to be a good, I guess you could say, budget, if you want to call 500,000 coins budget for a golden ticket quarterback. So that's Cam Newton, pretty solid card. I'd say he's definitely a decent golden ticket quarterback. Now moving on to the next golden ticket, we have 99 overall Jalen Ramsey, and if you take a look at the back of this card, once you put abilities on him, he's basically going to be 99 across the board. He'll be able to get up to 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 play rec, and everything else is already at a 99. And I think I misspoke. I said ability. Once you put chems on him, I meant to say you'll be able to get everything up to a 99. And sitting at a price of 700k, I don't know if it's worth it for this card. I'm sure Byron Jones would have very, very similar stats. I know Byron Jones has very, very similar stats to this card, and I feel like for a corner, it's probably not worth it to buy your golden ticket at 600,000 coins. I would rather get a different position. You guys will notice a trend here. I don't think any of the golden tickets that dropped this week are going to be worth it. I think the Ramsey is interesting, but I don't think he's going to be worth the amount of coins, especially because we can get other corners in the game right now who are going to be similar when it comes to those stats, which makes him probably not worth it in my opinion. Now moving on to the final golden ticket that got dropped this week, we have 99 overall Keith Bullock, who is sitting at a price of 240,000 coins. Imagine pulling a golden ticket and seeing him go for this cheap. The reason why he's so cheap is honestly no one wants him. He's got 92 speed, a 98 block shed, and basically what this card is he's going to be a cover linebacker. But again, you guys know how the game works this year. It is all about running the football, and in my opinion, he's not going to be the best in run defense. His speed isn't amazing. He's going to have 90 zone coverage, which is really incredible, but if you want someone that can cover at an outside linebacker position, you can easily just sub in a safety in many formations who's going to be better at covering than the Bullock. So not a huge fan of the card. I think he's like decent, but I don't think he's going to be worth the coins at all. Again, the speed is really low. 92 speed is not there. So Keith Bullock, not a huge fan of him at all. I don't really love any of the golden tickets that got dropped this week. I would say Gronk is maybe my favorite card that got released out of all the players, and then maybe Ronnie Law after that. But yeah, that's all the players. Now next up, let's move on and transition to talk about some news about positional heroes and kind of what's going on with that whole situation. So firstly, what I want to do is just explain what the Positional Hero promo is, and then I'll kind of give my opinion on why it's taking so long for EA to release it. So basically what the Positional Hero promo is they're going to go through and give every single position a 99 overall player, and the way you're going to be able to obtain some of those cards is by putting in usually other players of that position that are at a lower overall. So you'll probably need to put in some 80 to 81, some 82 to 83, and so on and so forth. So that's going to drive up the market a little bit, which is really good because again, you're going to have to put in all these lower overall cards. People are going to be buying up all those cards, and that's going to shoot up the prices of those, which is good. That'll be able to repair the market a little bit, but I want to think about why this promo is taking so long to release. I feel like this promo should have been dropped like 2 weeks ago, to be honest with you guys. EA seems like they were teasing it, and it seems like people in the community were ready for it like 2 weeks ago, but it just hasn't dropped. I know it's probably due to the fact that everyone's home and isn't able to work all together because obviously EA's campus is shut down because of obviously what's going on with the world right now, and that probably is the reason why it's been delayed. But I mean, EA is a tech company. You would think they'd be able to adapt really well to being at home and having to communicate online. So kind of funny that they haven't been able to release the promo yet, even though they're a tech company. I'm hoping it ends up coming out soon. I was really expecting it, I want to say like a week ago. I thought we'd get it last weekend, but it just hasn't released yet, which is a little bit frustrating. I feel like we've gone quite a few weeks without really getting a good content drop, and it seems like everyone's kind of caught up to all the cards that are in the game right now. Like, everyone's got a very, very similar team if they're a high overall squad, just because of the fact that there's not really any new cards to get for those really, really good teams, and everyone else is just catching up and making coins. And also the market's super cheap right now, so people have been able to buy up and get a really, really good team, just based on how the market is sitting. So I'm really hoping that they do end up releasing this Positional Hero promo soon. I feel like it's been quite a while. We've been waiting for it. I'm usually pretty excited for this Positional Hero promo because honestly, you get a lot of like current day players, or you're going to get all current day players that are going to be 99s, and in my opinion, you guys know my stance on it. I prefer playing with current day cards rather than legends. I don't know, that might just be me, but that's kind of my stance on it. So we're going to be getting some 99 overall current day cards, which is really great. It should also drive up the price of other cards in the market, which is good as well. I feel like the prices are a little bit cheap right now, so those are two positive things. Now we're just kind of waiting to see when it's going to get dropped. I feel like we've been waiting a while. I feel like we've been anticipating it for honestly a couple of weeks, so hopefully we end up getting it at the end of this week. So yeah, hopefully it ends up coming out on Friday. If they don't drop it on Friday, who knows when it's going to come out. I know they're definitely struggling with communication and stuff like that, because we really haven't gotten a ton of content. I know we've gotten these fan appreciation packs and the golden ticket solos, but it seems like that's basically all we've gotten since the draft promo released, which was quite a while ago. The draft was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I want to say. So yeah, definitely quite a while since we've gotten any content, and hoping that Positional Hero promo is able to come out on Friday, because it should be a pretty fun one. Now moving on to the final topic of this video, we're going to talk about a little bit of Madden 21 news. If you guys did not follow EA on social media, whether it's on Instagram or on Twitter, I believe they posted a photo saying that they're going to be dropping some stuff about Madden 21 on June 1st. So June 1st is in exactly 5 days, and we should end up getting some news about Madden 21. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. It could be maybe just a trailer with some gameplay. It could be maybe a release of some new features. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do. I would expect some type of trailer. Hopefully they also give us some news regarding Ultimate Team or like franchise mode or something like that. Just tell us a couple of the changes that they're going to make. I'm hoping in terms of Ultimate Team, I mean, there's not really any major changes I'd want to see in terms of Ultimate Team. I feel like they actually did a really good job of the Ultimate Team side of things, comparing like Madden Ultimate Team to like NHL Ultimate Team, or HUT is what it's called, or 2K's Ultimate Team, my team. I feel like Madden's is much better. Just like looking at how the solo challenges work, how it's presented, the sets, the auction house, it's all much easier to interact with in my opinion. I feel like the only thing that's kind of dragging Madden down is the gameplay side of things. So if EA is able to kind of fix those things, that should also be helping us as Madden Ultimate Team players, because we obviously are going to be playing the game a lot. So if they fix the gameplay stuff, that'll help Madden Ultimate Team continue to grow. But I feel like how Madden Ultimate Team is sitting right now with how they've dropped stuff is really good. The only thing I'd maybe like to see is a little bit more midweek content. I know last year or in previous years we got a lot of other type of midweek content like Campus Heroes and just stuff like that, like rookie premieres, final editions. There were a bunch of those other types of like midweek content stuff, which was really exciting as the year continued to go on. I feel like they kind of haven't really done that. There's really just been Ultimate Legends at this point, and golden tickets. I know they also did the power-up expansion thing, but let's be honest, the power-up expansion thing, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know what you guys think of it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I hope that they end up doing some other like midweek type of stuff. That would be my only real addition that I hope they end up doing. I know they did heavyweights, flashbacks, and veterans, but those cards were just bad. Like, those cards were honestly unusable, and they were kind of just for like theme teams, it seemed like, honestly, for just backups on theme teams, it seems like. So yeah, hoping that they end up doing more midweek type of stuff. They could continue with like the heavyweights and flashbacks at the start of the year. That's totally fine, but as we transition to the end of the year, or kind of just past December, I would say, I hope they end up doing some stuff like final editions, rookie premieres, and all that good stuff. That's really the only type of thing I would really want to see content-wise. Let me know what you would want in Madden 21 on an Ultimate Team perspective in the comment section. I'm curious to see some of your guys' ideas, but right now, like I said, I think we're honestly kind of blessed with a good Ultimate Team mode. The auction house is good, the sets are good, the solo challenges aren't too hard. There's a lot of ways to make coins and get your team up there. It's just gameplay that I feel like could use a couple of tweaks, and if they're able to just maybe tweak some things instead of really going for huge additions and huge changes to the game, we could end up getting a really good product next year. So really excited to see what they end up releasing on June 1st and what they're going to be dropping for us content-wise, to see what's going to be happening the next year, and hoping we also get Positional Heroes as well on Friday. So yeah, we'll see if those two things end up happening, but let me know what you guys want to see in Madden 21. I'm really curious what you guys would think would be a good feature or good additions to Madden 21 Ultimate Team in general. But that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.